Hello and welcome to Canuck Football Entertainment. My name is Gordy Clark, and today I have the distinct honor and privilege to interview a special story coming out of this year's CFL Combine. His name is Sonny. Sonny, I gotta get you to help me with the last name, buddy.
Weishaupt.
Weishaupt. Was I close?
There you go.
Oh, not bad. Okay. So basically, Sonny, just maybe give us a brief summary of where you're from and what league you play in Germany.
All right, so my name is Sonny Weishaupt. I'm 26 years old, and I come from the Rhine-Main area, Germany. The town is originally called Babenhausen. It's a suburb of Frankfurt, Germany, which is probably more known to North America.
Okay, yep.
And I used to play in the GFL, the German Football League,
Right.
for the past 6 years now.
Wow.
And now this year is my first year that I took the opportunity to play outside of Germany. So
Wow.
I play in the French First League.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at right now in Grenoble in France. And enjoy my time as an import over here. I still study. So it's the best of both worlds. Get paid to play football, get to travel, get to see the world, and finish my thesis. So
Right on. That sounds good to me.
What more can you ask for?
Absolutely. And what are you studying, Sonny?
I study sports science and philosophy.
Oh, right on. All right. So a little bit up my alley. I like it.
Yeah.
So why do you play quarterback? Why that position?
Well, honestly, I played a lot of different positions before, but I just got mad of not being in charge. So it's kind of like where it lets you.
I like
I
it.
figure, okay, if I want to be in charge, I have to play quarterback.
Right on.
And then I had to find out pretty quick that, with it comes not just the spotlight, but also the responsibility. So that's where I kind of like had to acclimate to and roll with it, learn from it, learn with it. And,
Fair enough.
Gain all the strengths, I would say, that it takes to play this position and to be in command and in charge, but also be the one to be blamed, So,
Right. You're giving me a strong Combine team interview answer. I like it.
True.
So if you do, let me know if you don't, who do you model your game after? Is there an NFL quarterback? Is there a CFL quarterback? Is there someone that comes to mind?
Oh, yeah, definitely. There would be two quarterbacks to name here that I, really look up to. I mean, there are a lot of great quarterbacks.
Right.
And all the great quarterbacks, I think, they all have something that you can definitely learn from and, take to your game.
Fair enough.
But I would have to definitely call the name of Tom Brady here. It's just,
Go high or go home.
his appearance on the field, his mental toughness, I would say, and just his game intelligence is what sets him apart. It's obviously not his athletic ability.
Fair enough, yep.
And it's obviously not his, he doesn't really have the strongest arm with the NFL, but and he never did.
Right,
But he's still the best quarterback because he knows how to get his playmakers involved in the game and let them do what they can do best, and that's making a play. And the second name that comes to my mind would be Drew Brees. If I would just, speak about the quarterback position scientifically, he's like the one to look up to textbook-wise when it comes to footwork and throwing mechanics. That's just really cool to see and learn from.
For sure. Wow. Those are two pretty good ones.
Definitely.
So, if I could ask, what is the perception of the Canadian Football League, one, internationally, and also, what is the perception of the league kind of extending the olive branch to international players?
Well, I go ahead and answer the second question first.
Okay.
For all the players that I've spoken with that heard about the collaboration between the CFL in particular and just, all the European leagues, it's just a huge door opener and just gives a lot of players hope to, be able to get to the next step and take their talents on the higher level to compete with the next level athletes and maybe, make their passion their true profession too. So some of them are already professionals, but not on the, I would say, professional level.
Like a semi-pro almost?
Moment,
yeah.
But it won't last. It definitely won't last long, and you're not going to save too much. So when you're in your mid-20s and you want to have a great time and all of that, You can make a good living off of it,
Right.
but you have to get serious at some point in life and try to, get some money going for you. And that will definitely be something for players to look forward to.
Okay.
So I do think that the CFL with this move is definitely going to gain a lot of more attention from Europe. And the perception that it was before is honestly just, there's the CFL and they play a funny way of football. They only have 3 downs, and the field is wider, and it's a passing league, and a lot of things are different.
Yeah.
But most of the people that just watch football in Europe watch the NFL.
Okay.
That's like the number one go-to. They do sometimes have some channels that broadcast CFL games as well.
Okay.
But not most of the time. So I would have to say that until now, the NFL was definitely the prime football to watch.
Fair enough.
But I do believe that with this move, the CFL is going the right way of gaining a lot more attention and also, a lot more TV time with that too.
Right. Okay. I like that. All right. So to bring this to the Combine now, did you get a chance to hang out with your other quarterbacks like Chris Merchant, Michael O'Connor, or I noticed on when they were broadcasting the Combine that they kind of mentioned that most of the global, quote-unquote, global players kind of hung out as their own kind of pack. Can you just give us some insight on that?
Well, I met Chris right at the registration, and we talked about, our backgrounds, and he was really interested in the European version of football and football is played over here and how it's played. And so we talked for a little bit, and ever since around, with all the players, we kind of met and chatted. It definitely was kind of the case that a lot of the guys kind of stuck to themselves, but it was just, a tough schedule all the time. There wasn't really too much free time for us to really interact with each other and get to know each other, mainly just for lunch or dinner purposes.
Okay.
And we definitely met some guys, that we talked to and chatted with, but it's kind of tough to definitely, make new connections here and in that short period of time.
Right on. Okay. That's fair. So one of the things we do at Canuck Football Entertainment is, I don't know if you know the video game Madden.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, right on.
Bring it on.
Yeah, okay. So one thing we do is we actually make CFL rosters for that game. So it's just, it started off as a hobby of mine, and then I kind of realized that there was, like, a legitimate market for that, for the rosters, and almost like a CFL video game with the wrong rules, if that makes sense.
Right.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. I want you to give me your throwing power rating in Madden.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
here
yeah.
We go. All right. Do you know what is like the max power a quarterback has in Madden?
Well, 99.
99 would be the max, but is there a play with 99?
Now you're putting me on the spot. I like you throwing it back at me. I think in our CFL roster, I'll throw that at you. I think we have Mike Riley, who's the quarterback.
Right, I heard of him.
Okay, yeah. I think we have him at a 96.
Okay.
I think
because I would assume, but I'm not sure that Matthew Stafford probably has, one of the. If it just comes to throwing strength, would probably be somewhere on the top there.
Probably pretty high.
I don't know if I don't know if Madden gives out 99 rankings for anyone.
I don't know. Are you saying you need to be the first one?
Oh no. I know Mike Riley. He does have a really strong arm, so I'd definitely be under that.
Okay.
I'm confident though, and I did sling it at the Combine too. I had one.
I saw that.
One deep post that was in the air for like 60. I'm within that range, so.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's say 89, 90.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. Attaboy. And then, can you give me your speed?
Well, I have to be honest with you here.
Okay.
I'm definitely not, the fastest guy on the field.
Fair enough.
And for the Combine, to put that in perspective, I played a game a week before the combine.
Yep.
I was informed about going to the combine 3 weeks before.
Okay.
I did suffer a concussion 3 weeks before.
Oh, man.
That led to another concussion and a viral infection. So
Oh, my gosh.
combine preparation resulted in bedtime and rest.
Okay,
So,
fair enough.
My official 40 number was 5'2". I know that I'm way faster than that. I'm not the Mike Vick kind of guy, so I would be a sub-5, 4'9". Maybe on a great day, I would be a low 4'9", 5'8", maybe. So
Okay. All right.
That would you would have to translate that into men's.
All right, I'll do my best there. So for this question, and this is my last question, you can feel free to tell me if this is off limits or too personal. Actually, I have two here. Did you get any interviews with any teams at the Combine?
We did not have any one-on-one interviews. We did have the team interviews that were scheduled for all the players.
Okay.
And so it was just like one big interview where all the CFL teams had one of their representatives, either a coach or just like, working for them in the room. And
Okay.
we've been asked 4 general questions by a CFL official, and then all the coaches got their shot of just, bombarding us with questions.
Fair enough.
And I was told that I did leave a really good impression, and they like my answers, they like my character, so I think I did a good job there. But
All right.
I didn't have a one-on-one session with the team.
Fair enough. And then, well, obviously this would kind of correlate more for a one-on-one interview, but maybe even in the general, did anybody ask you about playing other positions? Because I know that they do that a lot with Canadian quarterbacks, so I was wondering if that would correlate with you as well.
Well, in the GFL, I did actually take some reps at receiver 2 years ago.
Right, okay.
So this would be something that I will probably not be able to do in the CFL, just because it's a different level of play. Maybe only for some trick plays or something that you want to throw in there.
Fair enough.
The specialist positions that I can play are punter and holder, though. So I was used a lot for pooch punt.
Yep.
So when you don't want the opposing team to return it,
right,
you keep your quarterback on the field, so they have to respect it and have their returner down at a safety.
Right.
So for all kind of 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations, that would be perfect because you can either just throw a quick ball if they don't cover it, or I just take a step back and punt it. So I'm good with that. I have a good placer with the ball. Right. I don't have the 6-second hang time, but I get the ball down the field for like good 40 to 50 yards, and I can place it pretty well.
Okay.
And, I mean, if you don't have a returner, that's always a good thing.
Right on.
And I've been holding for years now, so that's definitely something I could do.
Okay. Well, the Hamilton Tiger Cats did do a couple pooch punts. I believe it was last year, so that might be right up your alley, buddy. I don't know.
Okay, there you go.
And just the last thing, I was researching you obviously before this interview and saw you on Facebook, and I believe your cover, your header picture on Facebook is the Philippians 4:13. And being a believer myself, I wanted to know if you wanted to give a little special shout out to your faith, what that means to you, what it's maybe brought you through, anything like that.
I mean, studying philosophy, like I said before, I definitely have that, higher question for my being here and what that means. And I'm always been asking myself, okay, where do I end up and where do I come from? And I'm not talking about the just biological way here that, cells evolve from each other and blah, 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 blah. And, when you're dead and that's it. And like black screen theory kind of.
Right.
So I always had that inner feeling there's something more, and that led me to find my faith for myself. And that's something that I would like to pass on to, listeners especially, but everybody basically, to not, just blindly believe whatever you've been told, but keep questioning for yourself and find the answers for yourself. And that's what's going to lead you to your faith. I cannot say that my way, the way I believe, and I have my, relationship with God is the right way for everybody. Definitely not. But it's 100% sure, and I'm completely convinced, the best way for Sonny.
Okay.
And that's all I can share, and that's all I want everybody else to, kind of like take themselves on a journey, ask them the two questions that I just mentioned. So where you come from, where you're going, and then, put God into the picture and just, let that evolve from there. And to answer your question completely, my faith has helped me, through all kinds of struggles in my life. I try to live up to my name to be that, bright, positive, sunny
Right.
that I want to be, and that I am the happiest if I am.
Yeah.
Being that type of person. But there's definitely more behind it, and I've been through a lot of struggles in my life. I've been to a lot of setbacks and had to overcome a lot of adversity that have not just been on the gridiron.
Yeah.
But it's all for a bigger reason. It's all for something else that we all, as human beings, always tend to try to understand everything. We are just rational beings, and we try to understand everything right now.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we just have to let go and have faith in that whatever happens for a reason.
That's
and
good,
even
man.
though you don't think it's right at the time, maybe 10 years from now, you're just going to realize, oh, that's why it had to happen like that.
Right.
So the same thing with, my situation at the Combine. I obviously wasn't at my top shape, and I don't know what that's going to lead up to. I would definitely love to play in the CFL, but everything happens for a reason,
Right.
and I practice what I preach. So
Right.
Sometimes you can't control everything, and I just, that this was the one time of the year where I felt that sick, and it just had to be at the Combine with no preparation.
Yeah.
And I just fought through it, try to overcome adversity with all that I could. And maybe that helped me to, seeing myself differently, being seen differently. I don't know. I don't know what it's good for. I try not to be the rational being that I just talked about. I just try to let go, have faith in God that He knows what He's doing, and it's going to work out.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, that sounds like a good spot to leave it right there. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
Everybody, this is Sonny. Oh gosh,
Weishaupt.
Weishaupt? Oh, not bad. I think I got it that time.
Good job.
Oh, thank you very much. All right, I will be very, very curious to where you're going to go in this upcoming draft. Hopefully pretty high. I'll be pulling for you, buddy. I'll be praying for you now, man.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. Appreciate me, you having me there. And feel very honored, very blessed, and all the best to all of you.
Awesome. Thanks, Sonny.
Thank you. Have a good one.